Somebody okay boomered me.
Really?
And I was like, motherfucker, I'm a millennial! Hey, it's Megan.
And Sue.
The Spine Breakers.
I always fuck it up when you start first. That's fine.
That's fine. So today we are going to do a 2020 goals video. I'm just going to talk about reading, booktube, and life goals in general for the year of 2020.
We're going to drink Death Before Disco Porter.
Ooh, from Left Hand Brewing Company, which is a really good brew co.
It says roasted malts create a full-bodied classic with rich dark chocolate malt and dark berry notes.
Let's do this. I'm a little bit biased toward this brewing company because I'm left-handed. It's like that they're called left-handed.
Yeah.
She is.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty tasty. It is malty. It's a little bit of a weird aftertaste, but it might just be because we just switched beers.
No.
Is
I
it
think
weird?
It is a little weird.
Okay.
Not bad necessarily, but just a little weird, but it's pretty good. All right, so let's get into this. So before my battery dies.
Let's do it. So, what kind of reading goals do you have for 2020?
Well, we have our reading challenge. If you haven't checked it out, If You've Got It, Read It.
If You've Got It, Read It.
2020 challenge, so I want to complete that. I actually thought I was going to mention this in our last video, and I forgot because we had a lot of things to cover. But I thought about because, like, I have over 300 unread books, so our 24 challenges are probably not going to make much of a dent.
It'll help, but not.
So I thought about trying to do them all twice.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. My reading goals are, I haven't been reading as much lately as I would have liked to, but I'm going to start working from home, so I feel like my schedule is going to be a little bit more my own. So my goal is to, like, finish a book every month, like read something every month, because there are some months where I don't read anything right now, or I don't finish anything right now. I read every month, but so my reading has actually, like, gone down quite a bit. Now, I will say though that the quality of the books that I've read has increased because I've only been reading things that I actually really give a shit about.
I think for the most part, just as I read more, the quality increases too, because I know more what I'm going to like what I'm into. I am more. I still don't DNF that often, but I am more apt to DNF now than I think I would have been in the past.
I think I'm the same way.
Yeah, but also, I mean, every year we do a Goodreads goal as well. I don't set mine at anything unattainable just because I don't want to be too worried about quantity.
Right.
So this year I set it at 65 and I'm at 76 right now.
Right.
So I think that I'll probably just set it at 65 again because...
See, and I'm actually probably not going to even hit my Goodreads goal this year, which is different for me. So I'm not sure yet what I'm going to set it for 2020.
Yeah, I listened to more audiobooks, and I think I read more graphic novels this year. So that definitely helped me read more. But I think I'll continue to do that next year because I enjoy both of those things.
Yeah, do what you love. Huh? And I've actually had good experiences with audiobooks this year, so I probably will continue that.
Channel-wise, I want to do more book reviews or any book reviews.
Yeah,
we kind of stopped
books,
doing book reviews altogether, partly because we do all of our videos together now, and it's harder to read the same books at the same time. Right. So we just kind of stopped doing it. But also, I feel like book reviews, they get more outside traffic to your channel, which is good in some ways, but also attracts a lot of douchebags.
Douchier comments. Yeah, a lot of, like, mansplaining assholes are there for the book reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's annoying.
Yeah.
So in some ways, I don't like doing book reviews because of that.
Because I only have a limited amount of, like, be nice.
Yeah.
Before I don't have any more. So.
Right. Other channel goals.
Just to do more videos we actually are enthusiastic about doing. Like, I want to do videos and actually prepare for them.
Right.
You know? And not just, like, throw something together because we feel obligated to do something.
Right. Yeah, same. And I'm really excited about this reading challenge.
Yeah.
Like, we had such an overwhelmingly positive response to it that, like, we were not expecting
Not remotely, no.
So I'm really excited about that and about doing videos and stuff for that. So that's great. And yeah, I just want to come up with kind of more unique
Yeah, kind of like we had
videos.
done in the past. We were doing things that were a little bit weird or different, and we were, you know, super stoked about them. So I'd like to continue.
And
to
I
do
think
that.
in the past year or two, really, we've just been kind of
Phoning it
a little bit like we've just
Yeah.
been doing wrap-ups and tags
Incoming Murphy.
for the most part, which I do like those things.
Same, but not exclusively.
But,
those
yeah.
things. And that's not really who we are as a channel, I don't think. And so I'd like to not just. He wants to sit on both of us at the same time, but there's no not awkward way to do
Well,
that.
he's doing it now.
Yeah.
This isn't bad. You get his boot.
I get his boot. You get his.
I get his
noggin.
snoot.
Yes, snoot. You got. Yeah, Susan gets his snoot, and I get his boat. So what are some life goals that you have for 2020?
Well, I've been working on my mental health lately, and I want to continue that.
I'm proud of you for that. That's awesome because it's really hard to do.
Yeah, I've been going to therapy, and it's going well. I hope that I don't have to go for much longer because
It's
my
expensive.
wallet is crying.
Right.
So that part of it sucks, but I like my therapist, and I think that I'm making progress, so that's good. And I also want to work on my physical health too because it's just been steadily declining for a while now, and I think that's very connected to my mental health
Probably.
as well. And I think that, like, working on both will also help both. So I want to start walking because I don't want to, like, rush into some sort of strenuous physical activity that I'm gonna get, like, overwhelmed by or, like, burnt out on. And so I thought just walking would be great.
Yeah.
And also,
walking's really good for you.
I'm struggling with, like, coming up with goals because I do think I'm, like, a goal-oriented person, but I don't know what goals, like, I feel like if I set a specific goal, I don't want weight to be a goal. And I thought about, like, what about running a 5K by a certain point, but I don't think I want to run either
If
because
it's not something you're gonna enjoy, then fuck it.
yeah, and also, like, I've just always heard running is, like, not that good for you in the
It's
long run
not.
because it causes a lot of
Joint issues.
yeah, and I already have issues with my knees, so I don't think running would be a good idea for me. So I don't know what kind of, like, physical health goal to set.
Yeah. See, my goals are always like kind of vague. I have a really hard time with really specific goals because the rebel in me is like, fuck that, I'm gonna do what I want. Even if I set the goal. And so for me, it's just like, I want to do something on a regular basis that is active.
Yeah.
So like for me, it is also like low impact, like low intensity working out. So like I want to do yoga on a regular basis. I want to walk on a regular basis. So for me, it's just with some kind of continuity, I want to do these things.
Yeah. I thought about working my way up to, like, a certain step goal per day because I've seen videos where people do, well, I say videos, I've seen, like, one video. I like to watch Wheezy Waiter, who he started doing videos of, like, I do this for a month, and I, you know, like, I go vegan for a month, I quit sugar for a month, and blah, blah, blah. And I like his videos because, one, he's funny, but two, I feel like really shows, like, every side of the picture. Like, he doesn't really have an agenda with anything.
Right.
He's just really trying to show, like, this is what happened when I did this. This is how I felt. And he did one where he walked 10,000 steps every day for a month. And he said that it was, like, pretty awesome. Like,
Really?
he saw, like, a lot of positive changes. I don't know if I could do, like, I'm in such bad shape right now that I don't even know if I could do 10,000 steps because that's, like, roughly 5 miles.
I don't think
A
I
day?
could. I'm in terrible shape. Yeah.
And like I said, I've been having, like, knee issues and stuff too, so I don't know if I could do that now, but I think it's something I could work to, so maybe that. Also, I feel like that would be so time consuming. Like, who has time to walk 5 miles a day?
Well, and I think
to
like,
working 8 hours a day?
It depends on how you do it though, because like if you can get them in whenever you can. So if you structure your day like you would if you were actually at work and take 2 15-minute breaks and a 30-minute lunch.
True, yeah.
Because like that's what I'm trying to figure out because I'm about to start working from home. And I'd like to have a little bit of a loose structure for myself. So I was thinking like 2 to 3 times a week I would like to do yoga. So like when I take a lunch break or when I take a break from work, I would like to do like 15 to 30 minutes of yoga, probably 2 to 3 times a week. Because I think that's realistic for me. It's not realistic for me to say that I'm going to do it daily because I won't. Maybe eventually I will, but I know like I'm not going to. So I think that would be something that would be realistic for me. And then, I mean, yeah, I'd also like to structure my time so when it's warm out, I can take like a 15 or 30-minute break and go for a walk. Or something like that just to get out of the house.
And I might do something like that too, because I would like to start getting up in the mornings and maybe, well, I don't know. I still need to figure things out. But I thought about trying to get up early enough that I could take my dog for a walk in the mornings, but he's small. So he can't walk 5 miles. That would be a very long way for him.
But you can get part of your steps with him, you know?
Because you don't have to, like, and something that Wheezy Craig, his name's Craig, talked about in his video was how, you know, you don't have to do it all at once.
No.
Like, it's not like you have to go on a 5-mile walk.
It's
like,
not
it's
all
just
or nothing.
all
right.
Throughout the day. And he said sometimes even if he was, like, a little short on steps, he would just, like, walk circles around his kitchen.
Yeah, like, do it when you can or go outside in your backyard or whatever. But since we'll both be working from home, we could be, like, accountability partners or, like, we could go do it together.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so that would be cool. So another one of my goals, like one of my actual extreme goals that I have for myself for 2020, and I don't do this very often because I don't like absolutes, is no fast food. I have to stop eating fast food.
Yeah.
I love fries more than any person should love fries. And like not just regular old fries, but like stupid cardboard greasy fast food fries. So I have to stop it. It's not good for me.
Yeah.
So and I am not a healthy person for the most part. So no more fast food.
Yeah.
No.
And I do want to eat a lot healthier too. I'm trying not to put like too many restrictions on myself because I have a tendency to binge eat. And when you put a lot of restrictions on yourself, it often triggers binge eating.
Yep.
So I'm trying not to be like, I'm not eating this at all, ever, like stuff like that.
No more.
But I want to, you know, cut way back at least on eating out in general. Probably should just cut out soda and maybe stick with like Zevia, which still tastes pretty good. It gives you that soda, because I feel like the thing
it does taste pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like the thing I kind of crave with soda is not necessarily the taste, but it's like that carb, it's that fizziness. And Zevia, I think, tastes pretty good. It does taste different. Like, it has a little bit of a diet soda flavor, but not as bad as diet soda, in my opinion. I think diet soda tastes terrible. I would rather drink Zevia.
Have you had LaCroix?
Yeah.
I'm such a
not
dude
bad.
bro in that I do love like pamplemousse LaCroix.
Yeah.
I think it tastes really good.
I've gotten into, I kind of like hard seltzers. I'm a basic bitch. I like White Claws.
I'm a dude bro and I like LaCroix, so.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just going to try to cut back on foods that I know make me feel bad, which is like dairy and carbs and beer, which is a carb,
beer.
right?
It is a carb, yeah. So, also for me, and this is kind of along the lines of like my mental health, I have to let go of giving my energy to people and things who don't care about me or who don't respect it or who don't return it. Because I find myself like, I come across as being very not sensitive and very, you know, logical, but I'm very, very sensitive. And I think that I give a lot of myself to certain things, and I think that I don't give my energy to things that give it back. And so I think I need to learn to set up boundaries, and I have to learn to say no without feeling guilty, which is a thing that I'm really, really good at with my friends. Like, I'm good at doing that for them and to them, but I'm not good at doing that for myself with, you know, outside things. So
Yeah.
I have to get better at doing that. Because like I said, you know, Sue and I, like, you would think that Sue is probably the more sensitive one because she shows it more outwardly. But she's actually far more logical than I am. Whereas I'm more of an asshole externally. Externally.
Yeah.
That's a new word I made up. Externally. But inwardly, like, I'm really actually a pretty sensitive person. So I think that I need to learn to protect myself better. Because just this last probably 6 months to a year, I've found myself really drained and really, like, cynical and bitter. Her foot's asleep. About certain things. I don't want to be that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And that's something I've been working on too in therapy. Is kind of not. I'm very much a people pleaser. So everyone, even strangers.
Yes. Even like even assholes who are like accosting her in public places.
Yeah. Which part of that I think is kind of like self-preservation. When it comes to like assholes, because I don't want
to get assaulted or murdered.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just working on kind of like voicing my needs instead of just like constantly accommodating other people and you know, pushing my needs, and it's been really hard.
It is hard.
It's been really hard to even, like, I've had a hard time even identifying, like,
what do I want?
What my needs are.
But just know that, like, the people who truly care about you and love you, when you put those boundaries up, they're going to respect them.
Yeah.
The people who don't, those are the people who are going to get upset with you for those boundaries.
Right.
So, like, and I can tell you that, like, for you, but then for me, of course, I don't listen to myself. But,
Right.
like,
it's always easier to say that, you know, to tell someone else.
Right.
Than to see that for yourself. Kind of the same way as, like, you know, for me, I've started recently doing, like, more creative stuff again, which I've been loving. But I'm very self-critical when it comes to that, especially. And very much a perfectionist. But, like, I see other people's art. Like, you've been doing a lot of art lately, and I'm like, it's so great. Like, it looks so good. She's doing such a good job. Look at that. And I can't, like, do that for myself.
Right.
You know, like, I look at it and I'm like, oh, it's okay. You know?
No, I think you're, like, a super creative person. And I think if you were untethered, like, you would do amazing things. But I do think that you way over criticize yourself, you know, and I think, like, if you just let that go.
Yeah, and I have a problem. I think that's why I haven't done anything creative in, like, quite a long time, is because I get, like, a very specific vision in my head of what I want something to look like. And if it doesn't look like that, then I'm like, it's trash.
I hate it.
Yeah, and sometimes the vision I have in my head is outside of my ability only because it's, like, something I've never done before.
Right, you haven't tried
But I'm also, like, if
fun.
I'm not good at something, the first time I try it, I'm like, well, I just suck at it.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I was talking to my new mom, my stepmom, about this, and I was like, yeah, if I'm not immediately good at something, I get upset and I don't do it.
Yeah. And I've always seen the memes go around of, like, gifted kids who, like, it's like, and I was, like, in the gifted program as a child. So I'm like, oh, I relate so hard to that, of being like, if you're not good at something immediately, then
give up.
And also,
and
like,
just don't try anymore. Yeah. Other personal goals that I have for myself, I need to manage my money better. Because I don't make a lot of money.
I feel like we have all the same goals.
We have all the same goals. But no, I don't make a lot of money, but I make enough money that, given my bills, given the expenses that I have, I should be able to live fairly well. You know, like,
I'm the same. Like, with me, especially, like, me and my boyfriend combined, because we share the bills, obviously. Like, I shouldn't have money troubles. Although my therapy has been expensive lately.
It is expensive.
I will say that. But I struggle, like, every month. And it's because I am so bad at budgeting and I spend money on stupid shit. Like, I've been buying so many sweaters.
Fuck you, Target! And your awesome
Target
sweaters.
and your comfy ass sweaters.
Fuck you. I get on something, I get fixated on something, and then I buy everything related to that thing, and I spend so much money. And Murphy's goals are to be just on us both at the same time. Yes.
He's like 2 girls at once.
He's like 2 girls at the same time. So yeah, like my goal is I really need to I need to save money every month. And I don't, just because I want something, I don't need to buy it. Like I have to recognize, like I get these whims and I get these like fixations and where I have to have this. And I don't. Like I have a really good life. I have everything I need. I have most of the things I want already. Like I don't need to do that, but so I really need to just be smarter about how I do that.
Just like hold you.
Yes, he wants
cradle
just
you?
cradle him because I literally cradled him like a baby. Like I held him like a baby the other day and he was so happy. But yeah, so that's something. I'm trying to think of what else. Like
my ear. Oh, that's weird.
he does that. He's really weird. I feel like I need to be a more active friend because I think I'm a good friend, but I think I'm a super introverted friend, and so I think that I don't engage my friends as much as perhaps I should.
I'm the same way too. Like, I talk to you pretty much every day, and that's all.
Yeah, same. Like you're the only friend I talk to every day.
Yeah.
And then I talk to my other friends like maybe weekly or bi-weekly or monthly, but but that's it. So I probably should make more of an effort to show that, because I do care, but I should make more of an effort to show that I care. You know?
Yeah, and I'm always like, it's again with the like kind of a social anxiety thing and just kind of maybe a self-doubt thing where I'm like, oh, they probably don't want me to bother them.
I'm gonna bug them,
Yeah.
right? They're probably busy or whatever. I don't want to seem needy.
Right. I am sensitive about like rejection.
Yeah, same.
And so if someone like doesn't respond to me, I get sensitive about it. Unless it's you, because I'm like, she probably is napping or like didn't see it or something.
Or like,
you usually respond.
I do.
So if there's like an occasion, like there has been times when I've gotten worried because you didn't respond.
That's fair.
But I don't get like offended.
That's fair. Because like I'm really bad about looking at something and thinking a response in my head and not actually sending it.
Yeah.
So like I'll think I responded to somebody and then I'll go back and look and I'm like, oh, god damn, I'm rude.
I do that occasionally too, but
I have to respond. Yeah.
Usually I'm pretty good about it, but I'm not great at communicating in general.
I'm not good at initiating communication.
I will say I chat at least with my sisters pretty much daily. Because we have a group chat, but I'm also like the least communicative. Sounds like a disease.
Communicable.
Communicable disease, yeah. I'm the least communicative of the 4 I have 3 sisters, so I'm the least communicative of the 4 of us because when I'm in a group chat, I get a little overwhelmed.
I
sometimes.
definitely do.
But I do. I mean, I participate.
But yeah, I get overwhelmed.
But not as much as the other 3.
I'm good at like maintaining contact. I'm just not good at initiating it. So like I probably won't ever start a conversation or text you first, except for Susan. But once that's going, then I'll keep it going. But yeah, so those are some of the goals we have for
my battery's starting to
2020.
die, and we've also could probably ramble on forever about.
Because we're working on it. So this beer is really good. The aftertaste went away after a while for me.
Yeah, I got used to it, I guess. So it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I like it. Death Before Disco.
Death Before Disco. So please let us know what some of your goals are. If you have any suggestions or advice for us, we'd love to hear it. And thank you so much for watching and listening to us ramble.
Yes.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.